Water is the essence of life. Human beings are about 65% water. We can only go 4 to 7 days without it. And a clean, safe water supply is usually the first thing people look for in settling a new town or industry. In fact, the University of North Carolina was founded in Chapel Hill because they found water there.
From our understanding, it was founded here because of they had adequate and safe water supply at the time, some springs that were actually on site.
Ken Laughlin manages the Jones Ferry Water Treatment Plant in Carrboro, part of the Orange Water and Sewer Authority, or OWASA. OWASA has 2 main raw water sources, Cane Creek Reservoir and University Lake. Both are integral parts of perhaps the most important cycle on Earth, the water cycle. When rain falls, it either seeps into the ground or runs off into lakes and creeks. Much of that runs into rivers and onto the ocean, where it evaporates and eventually falls again as rain. For centuries, humans got their drinking water from natural sources.
In the beginning, it was as easy as you took your pot down to the creek and you filled it up with water and you brought it back to wherever you were living.
People also dug wells, tapping into underground aquifers. Despite being buried in the ground, well water is surprisingly clean. That's because nature has an ingenious water filtering system. As water soaks into the ground, it passes through rocks and sand, naturally cleaning the water. And that is precisely how water treatment plants clean water. They take nature's system and make it faster.
And what we do in the water treatment process is mirror Mother Nature, but we're able to do it at a higher volume. We can put more water through there quicker than Mother Nature. Mother Nature takes a lot of time in her process to deliver a safe drinking water.
But they also depend on Mother Nature to start the process at the watershed.
The cleaner we can keep the raw water, the less treatment we have to do on the back end. So the watershed is actually placing a buffer around a body of water or a stream or something like that. The plants and other organisms there will actually consume some of the nitrogen, phosphorus, other chemicals that may be in that water.
Once water filters through the watershed and into lakes and reservoirs, it flows through pipes to the treatment plant headworks. At the headworks, the first step is to filter out leaves, animal waste, rocks, and any other larger objects that may be in the raw water.
We use ferric sulfate as our primary coagulant. It's basically taking the colloidal matter that's in the water and it's clumping it together into more dense solid particles that can be removed.
Then the water flows by gravity to filters. And guess what the filters are made of?
Anthracite and sand is the 2 media that are in those.
And what's interesting is that's kind of how water filters naturally in nature, doesn't it?
Yes, correct.
And this plant is constructed so that gravity carries the water all the way through, just like nature. There are 10 filters here. Half of them, called sedimentation basins, were built decades ago and simply let the water sink, taking about 30 minutes. But new technology using pulsators stirs up the water and speeds up the process.
And when it does, it causes the solids to actually rise in here, and they maintain a certain level. And so as that happens, other solids, as flop particles come along, they get attached to that, what we call a solids blanket. Just helps them remove them a little bit more efficient than it does on a conventional sed basin.
Once the water goes through the filters, it is sucked through these pipes, one for each of the filters, and then that water flows down into the ground to another pipe, where it is sent off to the final treatment process.
That is where they add fluoride for healthy teeth and chlorine to kill germs.
The chlorine has to be in contact with the water for a certain amount of time to make sure you're deactivating any viruses. Viruses are killing any bacteria that may be in there.
All along the way, employees test the water.
You have all of these faucets running. What are they for?
These are samples that are actually coming from the different processes in the plant. So University Lake, Cane Creek, this is actually raw water
and
as
this
it's
is
coming.
the raw water coming right out of the creek and
Right,
reservoir.
untreated.
And they not only have to worry about water quality, but water levels. So far, Owasso has plenty.
We live in a very water-rich environment on the East Coast. However, we're seeing a change in that as our population continues to grow. We're putting more demands on the water resource, and therefore, conservation pricing has come up as a remedy to some of that. That at least try and curtail some of the wasteful water usage.
Conservation pricing simply means making people pay a higher rate the more water they use. Some systems charge a one-size-fits-all fee regardless of how much water you use. That does not encourage conservation. Owasso has tiered pricing, but there is a limit to encouraging conservation. If everybody drastically cut water use, water income would plummet, and water treatment is expensive, no matter how much water you treat.
There has to be conservation pricing, but we also have to make sure that the pricing is appropriate to support all of our needs. So it's really about higher prices for conservation, but also recognizing that that's going to have a revenue impact, and that we have to maintain a certain level of service to our customers.
Treatment plants are facing new challenges like pharmaceuticals and body care products. No one really knows if they're harmful to the environment or health, but scientists are busy trying to find out.
We are using the state-of-the-art methods. I think everybody in the water industry is using the best methods they have to keep our drinking water safe. And I think here in the United States, I would say we have some of the safest drinking water in the world.
What's really fascinating about water is that every drop of it on Earth has been here forever, constantly moving through the water cycle. That cold glass of water you drink could have passed through the body of a dinosaur, a Native American, a colonist, or even your cousin who lives upstream. Thanks to water treatment plants, we turn on the tap, and most of the time, safe, clean water comes out. But as populations grow, it will take all of us doing our part to make sure there's always enough safe, clean water for everyone.
There's only so much water to go around, and we keep expanding our population, we keep living longer, which are great things. However, it is stressing the resources that we have, and we need to make every drop count.